Thank you for joining the Investigating Your Science Resources session. This is designed specifically for you, new curriculum directors. Welcome. Congratulations on your new job and your new position, and we want to make sure that you know who your support team is for science at the DOE. My name is Amanda Bice, and I'm the Science Program Manager.
I'm Keith Crandall, the Science Program Specialist.
And I'm Renee Shirley Stevens, the Science Content Integration Specialist for Special Education and Science.
So, our agenda for today is to give you 7 pieces of advice. Number 1, know the graduation rule. Nobody wants to ruin graduation. Join a community of colleagues. Know where our science resources are. Give teachers gifts. Give principals gifts. And always remember the students are number 1. But if you ever need us, you should call a friend. So we'll start with how not to ruin graduation. It's always important to think with the ends in mind. And while many of you are now coming to the policy table for the first time, you're also the curriculum directors for all curriculum and all grade bands. That's a huge task. So thankfully you have great high school principals and you have great counselors and graduation coaches who you can call on. But they're also going to expect you to know a rule. And probably the rule I most often get questions or concerns or calls about in late May is the graduation rule. So we want to make sure that you know this rule. This PowerPoint has many hot links in it, and they will also be provided on the website shared with you for this event. But in short, you can do a little abbreviated search on bit.ly/GaDOE Science and find our resources. So the grad rule for science. In Georgia, we require 4 units of credit in science. There has to be a full unit in biology, 1 in either physical science or physics, a full unit of chemistry, earth systems, or environmental, or an AP and IB course, and any of the AP and IB courses can be substituted as appropriate for the courses listed below. That 4th science is that extra unit, and that is where they have a lot of flexibility, and we're happy to help you navigate that space. But just remember, 4 sciences, there is a rule about it. There are required courses, and when we say 1 full unit, that means a full unit. So we don't combine half credits in Georgia. So not all of our courses are created equal either. So you also need another document to help you, and that's the 4 science options document. That document tells you the courses that have been approved by the Board of Regents, the courses that can also count as a career pathway completer and are approved by the Board of Regents, a list of courses that would qualify for a graduation and a diploma, but would not be accepted by the Board of Regents. So we think that's another helpful document that will help you on your journey this year. So also, we'd like to give you the advice of joining a community. Community has been so important to us in our work, and for the Science Administration Leadership Group, we have created a space on edweb.net. It's absolutely free to join. Once you log in and get access to edweb.net, search for GaDOE Science, and you should see this icon and this title, GaDOE Science Administration Leadership. And it's a professional learning community, and it's open to anyone in leadership. So principals, curriculum directors, this is your space and a space just for you to ask questions. Maybe you have a question about a curriculum resource, you want to get feedback from the community. This is a great community, and we'd love to have you join.
So after connecting with a community, where are the science resources? Number 1 is the GaDOE Science website. Here we have links to instructional resources, professional learning opportunities, student organizations, and many more things. We have videos on there as well, so check that out when you get a chance. You'll also find our standards and framework documents on georgiastandards.org, like our teachers are used to going to. We also have the Essential Toolkit, part of the teacher resource link. This is embedded in the SLDS system. This can also be accessed through the public link here as well. Teachers can find framework resources and other additional instructional resources on the teacher resource link. So if they are not familiar with that, it is part of SLDS. They log in with their student information system like they always have, and there is a tab that says TRL, and they will find many resources there. You'll also find a great resources through GPB's Georgia Home Classroom. If you've not had an opportunity to check that out, there are resources for every content area there is linked here as well. If you are a Twitter person or know that your science folks are too, consider following us. We also oftentimes communicate opportunities and resources through that as well.
So the next step is to win points with your teachers and give them gifts. The first gift that you can give them is some awesome professional learning for science. They can use it now. It is on demand. Many of the sessions are pre-recorded, and they can just access those and listen as needed. Also, there are options for them to sign up and join some live professional learnings for the fall. And then also we have some mini self-directed PL modules in reading, writing, and science. There are 4 sessions for elementary, 4 sessions for secondary, and 5 sessions for K-12.
And teacher gift number 2, free instructional resources. So teachers aren't stuck with having to go somewhere to pay other teachers for resources. They can start here. So these things are available in the toolkit we were talking about. We have things like color-coded standards, distance learning plans, self-evaluation checklists, phenomenon cards, curriculum maps, and so many more things. An excellent launching point for our teachers to get engaged with our science.
So the next teacher gift is we're hoping to set up some virtual professional learning communities for teachers soon. And also we have a listserv so that teachers can join and get our email blast when we send out newsletters, and so that they know what's going on in science.
And the next step, how can we help make principals happy? It is through PL they can monitor. So a part of the SLDS system, there is a tab that says PL, and we have a 3-dimensional science course in there, and science teachers can go to this course. They can take it at their own pace. They don't have to sit down and do it all in one sitting. They can log in and log out. They earn a badge for completion, and your school leaders can log in and see what teachers have earned a badge for this and other courses. All teachers need to do is when they go to SLDS, they click on the PL tab, search for science, and they can self-register for this course and earn a badge.
And then never forget the why, the students. It's a question that helps us in our work and may be able to assist you as you pull up to the policy table. Whose interests are being served? In that vein, some of our resources are developed to help people keep students in mind. If you go to the SLDS TRL Essential Toolkit, you'll find our instructional segments that contain student supports. You can go and find those instructional segments, find that link circled in red, additional notes on student supports, click on it, and it will take you to this chart, which is set up exactly like the lessons are throughout this document, and helps teachers find supports to guide them in supporting their students. And then we have an integrated instructional supports for all students page. It is linked on our Georgia GaDOE Science page. These resources also appear on the TRL Essential Toolkit and Georgia GaDOE Science page. This page links to GPB Home Classroom, so you can find all of the resources available there, as well as this document, Supporting Students with Disabilities with Distance Learning. And it talks a little bit about setting up distance learning, and then it has some integrated choice boards that can be done with little to no technology.
So congratulations, you're off to a great, exciting year, and we are just an email away. We thank you for what you are doing for Georgia education, for teachers, for students, and for your favorite subject, science. I'm Amanda Bice. I look forward to hearing from you this year. Have a great one.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Keith Crandall.
Thank you so much. I'm Renee Shirley Stevens.
And remember, we were all children once, and school is where we learned to love education. So again, thank you for all you're doing. Have a great year.